This is Coolkidd. As stated in the title, this is the most unbalanced killer in the whole game. And why is that? Well, there's many reasons for it. But before that, I wanna say, most people use Coolkidd in the wrong way, so not many people see how much potential this killer truly has. If you're really experienced, this thing just destroys everything. And at one point, this killer is simply unfair. So what truly makes this killer so strong? Well, of course, it's gonna be because of the abilities Coolkidd possesses. Compared to any other killer, Coolkidd is simply the most annoying to deal with, even as a good survivor in Forsaken. He is currently the fastest killer, tied with Jason, but this is only the running speed, cause the walk speed is actually slower. With 28 running speed, Coolkidd can easily reach survivors compared to any other killer. Although Jason can do the same, however it doesn't have any range ability, so you have to rely on only melee attack. But Coolkidd has two abilities that help with distance, Corrupt Nature and Walkspeed Override. I will go more in depth with them later in this video. But first, I want to talk about the M1 first. The M1 on Coolkidd is simply just a punch, but it is a pretty deadly one. You see, it does 26.5 damage, but with 0.1 second wind up, and that's already too much. Compared to any other killer, Coolkidd has the fastest M1 wind up. Jason only does 20 damage, but it has bleeding effect, so it does a total of 26 damage. But bleed is nullified if you're 10 HP or less. Even worse, the newest killer, Noli, has less damage on his M1, but it has 0.4 second wind up. Why? Why do Coolkidd get to have a higher damage on M1 while having the fastest wind up? It's already the fastest killer, so getting close to a survivor is already easy. To top it off, every killer's M1 hitbox are the exact same. It is much easier to avoid John Doe, Noli, and 1x M1 because of their slow wind up, and they are slow as well. Meanwhile, Jason and Coolkidd are fast with a fast wind up on their M1. I'm okay with Jason having all that speed though, cause this killer is just all melee attack, but Coolkidd has range attack and also ability to summon minions to chase survivors for you. So yeah, Coolkidd's M1 is already ridiculous to start with, but what about the other abilities? Well, the first ability is Corrupt Nature, where Coolkidd throws a break that inflicts 15 damage and gives slowness 1 for 4 seconds. Do you know what that means? Coolkidd practically has 29 speed for 4 seconds, and the survivor who got hit will easily lose all their stamina because getting slowness effect while being chased is a complete death sentence. At least 1x ability called Entanglement makes it so you can break out of slowness X depending on how fast your reaction time is, and it gives you a brief speed boost too. But when you get chased and get hit by Corrupt Nature, then good luck with stamina management. The 15 damage is a cherry on top. There's really nothing you can do to avoid getting hit with Coolkidd's M1 after you get Corrupt Nature. Unless the killer is dumb, that is. Well, now let's talk about the second ability, Walkspeed Override. And man, this thing is annoying. Coolkidd will do a 0.55 second wind up and then lunges forwards really fast in a straight line, and when it hits survivors, it knocks them back, inflicting 30 damage with Burning 1 effect which lasts 10 seconds, doing a total of 45 damage. If you see a survivor with 45 HP or less, you can literally just hit them with Walkspeed Override once and then leave them to succumb to Burning 1's 15 DOT. Now there are counter to Walkspeed Override. You can use Guess 1337 to block incoming Walkspeed Override, but an experienced Coolkidd tends to avoid doing that, and instead launching Corrupt Nature instead, which can go through Guess 1337 block, but still gives them slowness 1 anyways, so it's still a win-lose situation. You could bait Coolkidd Walkspeed Override by running in a straight line, and when they do, you can go left or right and run away from Coolkidd. But there are situations where you cannot avoid Walkspeed Override, like this spot here in Glass House. The final ability, Pizza Delivery, isn't too crazy, but it has potential to be really painful to deal with. It can be used to corner survivors in certain spots, like here in Underground War map. Pizza Delivery is Coolkidd's way to reveal the survivor's location. However, since it has to move towards the closest survivor, it can be frustrating if Coolkidd has no idea where someone is. But if they did find someone, escaping Coolkidd clutches would be absolutely painful. If these minions hit you, you will get 15 damage, and you get burned and slowed for 3 seconds, plus your aura is revealed to the killer. Your best chance of beating Coolkidd is simply not to get seen. If you are in a chase, you have to find a way to juke out their attack. Remember, Coolkidd has 0.1 second wind up on his M1. Okay, so Coolkidd is powerful, but I still suck with it. Let's just say you have a skill issue, my friend. Really, Coolkidd is powerful, but you don't just spam M1 like a madman. You need to aim properly, and most people just throw corrupt nature towards space. And also, Walkspeed Override is incredibly punishing if you miss. Don't use it for long distance unless you feel confident enough. Instead, use it at a short or medium distance. In this way, you can see how much potential this killer really has. To sum it all up, Coolkidd is not very balanced because it's the fastest killer with the ability to slow down survivors, making it really powerful for chasing. Coolkidd do have weaknesses. Survivalists are their worst opponent. Noob and his dad are pretty annoying to deal with as Coolkidd. Since Coolkidd only means of revealing survivors are pizza delivery, you can easily hide from them by using Ghost Burger or Clone, which gives undetectable status effect. This won't work on LMS though. If you time your ability, you can effectively hide from Coolkidd in LMS, which is why you have to prioritize these survivors as Coolkidd. And no, the special team with 007 and 7 is not worth the hassle unless you know they're bad at the game. But if they're not, then just please don't do it. It shouldn't be that hard catching these survivors though, when you are quick as hell with abilities to slow survivors down. Here I propose a way to make Coolkidd not too powerful. I think M1 wind-up should match Jason wind-up, so it is more avoidable at least. Corrupt nature should do slowness 2 with 2-second duration, so it is less effective if you hit survivors from a longer distance. Walkspeed Override doesn't need to do 45 total damage, just reduce the collision damage to 25, which is what Coolkidd used to have before this ability was given a wind-up. Pizza delivery doesn't need any changes, but I heard people say that it could get stuck for no reason, so maybe just make it more consistent. Now, if whoever is watching this is a tester for Forsaken, please consider these rebalances, because Coolkidd is just way too good and is definitely not fair. So if Coolkidd is the most unbalanced killer in the whole game, what is the most unbalanced survivor in the whole game? Well, of course, it's gonna be 2-time. But I will make video about 2-time being the most unbalanced survivor later. So if you wanna see me yapping about this survivor, make sure to let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. If you wanna see more Forsaken content, please consider liking this video to show that you really love this content. And if you wanna support me further, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any of my new videos. Goodbye!